you're doing well. Security Chronicle welcome you to the May bi-weekly bulletin where we are covering all the incidents happened since 1st of May till 16th. The month has seen a lot of security incidents affecting all sizes of companies, and there is a shocking news which we received on 12th May 2021 that one of the India's top cyber law expert, Mr. Neeraj Arora, has left us for a heavenly abode. Few weeks back, he was recovered from COVID, but unfortunately, he got cardiac attack. Mr. Neeraj Arora is a practicing advocate, an arbitrator, and a computer forensic expert. He is advocate on record in Supreme Court and public prosecutor with NIA and also on the panel of controller of certifying authorities, Ministry of Information Technologies and Government of India. We pray to God, may the departed soul rest in peace. Our heartfelt condolences are with his family. Mr. Neeraj Arora will be remembered through many of his learning videos which will remain in YouTube. Let's start with the top bulletins. Hundreds of millions of Dell computers at risk due to multiple BIOS driver flaws. A bug on Qualcomm chips impacts 30% of smartphones worldwide. WhatsApp announced users' account will not get deleted under new privacy policy. Adobe Acrobat and Reader Zero-Day vulnerabilities are affecting Windows users. CERT-In issued an advisory on fake COVID vaccine registration app. Indian wedding planner Redmigood exposed users' data on a leak forum. US largest pipeline have to shut down its operation after a ransomware attack. American multinational computer technology giant Dell has addressed a 12-year-old driver flaw, which is impacting millions of computers. Security researchers at Sentinel Labs have discovered 5 high-severity flaws in Dell's firmware update driver impacting Dell desktops, laptops, notebooks and tablets. These multiple high-severity vulnerabilities in Dell software could allow attackers to escalate privilege from a non-administrator user to kernel mode privileges. Researchers started investigating the security posture of the firmware update driver version 2.3 module, which seems to have been in use since at least 2009. Over the years, Dell has released BIOS update utilities which contain the vulnerable driver for hundreds of millions of computers worldwide. An attacker with access to an organization's network may also gain access to execute code on unpatched Dell systems and use this vulnerability to gain local elevation of privilege. Attackers can then leverage other techniques to pivot to the broader network like lateral movement. The vulnerabilities were initially reported to Dell in December 2020, which addressed the flaws. Later, Dell acknowledged it and confirmed that an update should be available by the end of April 2021. Dell has assigned one CVE to cover all the flaws in the firmware update driver, but the single CVE 20201 21551 can be broken down to the following 5 separate flaws. Sentinel researchers has shared a proof of concept until June 1st, 2021 to enable Dell customers the opportunity to remediate the vulnerability. Furthermore, the vulnerability and its remedies are described in Dell Security Advisory at the following link. We recommend Dell customers, both enterprise and consumer, to apply the patch as soon as possible by following Dell Security Advisory. Security researchers at Checkpoint have discovered a buffer overflow vulnerability tracked as CVE 202011292 in the Qualcomm mobile station modem that can be exploited by attackers to trigger memory corruption and execute arbitrary code on the smartphone. Mobile station modem MSM is an ongoing series of a 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G capable system on chips designed by Qualcomm starting in the early 1990s. Over the years, hackers have often targeted these components to find a new way to remotely attack a mobile device just by sending it a SMS or crafted radio packets. Devices that use Qualcomm MSM chips today include high-end smartphone models sold by Google, Samsung, LG, Xiaomi and OnePlus, just to name a few. The vulnerability resides in Qualcomm MSM interface QMI, a proprietary protocol used to communicate between software components in the modem and other peripheral subsystems. An attacker could trigger the issue by sending malformed type length value TLV packets to the MSM components via the QMI interface. Either can the packets inside radio communications or multimedia content sent to the device, which is parsed by the vulnerable QMI interface. Checkpoint researchers have reported the bug to Qualcomm on October 8, 2020. Later, Qualcomm confirms the issue and names it a high-rated vulnerability on October 15, 2020, but given a disclosure date of April 2021. Moreover, researchers do not consider possible ways to exploit the vulnerability, but an attacker can use such a vulnerability to unlock the SIM. This gives the attacker access to the user's call history and SMS, as well as the ability to listen to the user's conversation. There is a good news for WhatsApp users. On 7th May 2021, WhatsApp has announced that it will not deactivate accounts of users who do not accept its new privacy policy that will roll out on 15th May. In January 2021, WhatsApp started notifying users that starting February 8, 2021, they will be obliged to share their data with Facebook, leaving them no chance. The news raised a heated debate on the way Facebook takes care of privacy of its users. Millions of users have chosen to leave the app and migrate to the privacy-friendly app Signal. A WhatsApp spokesperson had said, the new development does not entirely mean that users can get away by not accepting the new privacy policy, but would not have full functionality until users accept the new privacy policy. However, WhatsApp has clarified that this would not happen to all the users at the same time. So, if you don't comply with WhatsApp's new rules, WhatsApp will stop you from accessing your chat list. However, it would let you answer incoming calls or video calls if you have notification enabled. You can tap on them to read or respond to a message or call back a missed phone or video call. Things would change after a few weeks if you still don't accept the new policies. WhatsApp has used a tricky way to retain its users and at the same time making users to accept the privacy policy that will roll out on May 15th. Adobe has confirmed a zero-day vulnerability that is affecting Adobe Acrobat and Reader for Windows. On 11th May 2021, Adobe has released security updates for at least 12 patches addressing 44 CVEs in Experience Manager, InDesign, Illustrator, InCopy, Adobe Genuine Service, Acrobat and Reader, Magento, Creative Cloud Desktop, Media Encoder, Medium and Animate. 5 of the flaws were reported through the Zero-Day Initiative program. The update for Acrobat and Reader addressed multiple critical and important vulnerabilities. The bug tracked as CVE 2021285550 is one of the 3 used after free UAF bugs addressed by this patch. However, successful exploitation could lead to arbitrary code execution, and vulnerability could be exploited by an attacker by tricking victims into opening specially crafted PDF. Adobe recommends users to update their software installations to the latest version by following these instructions. For end users, number 1. Users can update their product installations manually by choosing Help and check for updates. Number 2. The products will update automatically without requiring user intervention when updates are detected. Number 3. The full Acrobat Reader's installer can be downloaded from the Acrobat Reader Download Center. For IT administrators, managed environments. Number 1. Refer to the specific release note version for links to installers. Number 2. Install updates via your preferred methodology such as AIP, GPO, Bootstrapper, SCUP or SCCM, Windows, or Mac OS, Apple Remote Desktop and SSH. Certain has issued an advisory regarding a fake SMS message in its circulation that falsely claims to offer an app to let users register for COVID-19 vaccine in India. The SMS message carries a link that installs the malicious app on Android-based devices, which essentially spread itself via SMS to victims' contact. The app also gains unnecessary permission that attackers could leverage to acquire user data such as contact list. The malicious Android app is under circulation with different names such as COVID19.apk, vaccinerages.apk, myvaccine_v2.apk, cov-rages.apk, vaccine-apply.apk. Moreover, Certain has recommended the best practices to avoid being trapped. Number 1. Always use official CoWIN portal. Number 2. Be aware about phishing and fake domains, emails, text messages and phone calls which falsely claim COVID vaccine registrations. Number 3. Check the integrity and legitimacy of URLs before providing login credentials or clicking a link. Number 4. In device settings, do not enable installation of apps from untrusted sources. Number 5. Be aware about downloading, opening a file or document received over various channels like SMS, email. Number 6. Do not submit personal and financial information to unknown and unfamiliar websites and apps. Number 7. Consider using safe browsing tools, filtering tools, antivirus and content-based filtering in your antivirus, firewall and filtering services. On 4th May 2021, Shiny Hunters Group has posted database of a popular Indian wedding planning platform, Redmigood, on a leak forum. The leaked database contained 41.5 GB worth of data, including city, gender, full names, phone numbers, email addresses, password hashes, booking leads, last login date, account creation date, Facebook unique ID numbers, vacation description for Airbnb, etc. Redmigood has suffered a data breach back in October 2020 when a threat actor in Russian-speaking leak forum has published a database portion with a table name member. Redmigood is yet to verify the data breach, so in the meantime, we suggest if anyone is the user of Redmigood, then immediately change your passwords. On 7th May 2021, Colonial Pipeline has learned that they became the victim of a ransomware attack that forced them to temporarily shut down its operations. Colonial Pipeline is the largest fuel pipeline company in the United States, which transports refined petroleum products between refineries located in the Gulf Coast and markets throughout the southern and eastern United States. The company transports 2.5 million barrels per day through its 5,500-mile pipelines and provides 45% of all fuel consumed on the East Coast. On 8th May, Colonial Pipeline issued a statement confirming the attack and stated in response to the attack, they proactively took certain systems offline to contain the threat, which has temporarily halted all pipeline operations and affected some of their IT systems. Company added, a third-party cybersecurity firm was engaged and they have launched an investigation into incident and informed the law enforcement and other federal agencies. Moreover, on 10th May, FBI confirmed that the Colonial Pipeline cyber attack was conducted by DarkSide ransomware operation. DarkSide ransomware operations also gains access to a corporate network. They quietly spread to the other devices while gathering credentials and stealing unencrypted documents. Later, Colonial Pipeline also issued an updated statement explaining that they are working with the US Department of Energy to slowly bring segments of the pipeline back online. On 13th May, Colonial Pipeline has updated its announcements by confirming that its entire pipeline system is currently operational and that product is being delivered on all its markets. Multiple media publications and people familiar with the matter reported that the company had initially refused to pay the ransom. However, the quick restoration of the operations is suspicious and suggests that the operators of the Colonial Pipeline have paid the ransom. Bloomberg reports on 13th May that Colonial Pipeline paid the hackers almost $5 million in cryptocurrency to get a decryption key and restore its systems. While CNN informs that Colonial Pipeline's quick recovery was possible after retrieving the most important data from intermediary servers in the US that the attackers used to store stolen info. That's all for today. Keep watching our videos and do not forget to like, share and subscribe this channel. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and healthy. Signing off, Rosie.